Hi, I'm Nasi Denton-Hurst. I am from Washington, D.C. I am Blythe Sheridan. I'm originally from Rochester, New York.
My name is Jefferson Dorgilis. I'm from Delray Beach, Florida.
My name is Jacob Good, and I'm from Thorsby, Alabama.
My name is Michael Gandy. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee.
My name is Nasir Alabi. I'm from New York. I played basketball all throughout high school. And my senior year, right before the season started, I tore my ACL and I had to get surgery. So that was my first interaction with anesthesia and nursing all together in one. So I loved the fact that, you know, they were so attentive and caring.
I actually met a CRNA while I was working telemetry in Florida. She essentially just like threw out the opportunity for me to shadow her in the OR, and I accepted. And she kind of became like a mentor for me.
They intubated a patient in my ICU, and that was when I was first introduced to the CRNA role.
A lady came down and she was a CRNA, and she intubated the patient like very fast, and everybody was impressed, and she just had like a very important and powerful independent role that made me want to reach out and become a CRNA.
When I was in nursing school, I actually took an intro to nursing class, and she was talking about different professions and graduate careers within nursing, and she's like, oh, CRNA is a good program. These people work super hard, and this is what they do at anesthesia.
Getting into CRNA school was very competitive, so I just did like wide research all around, and luckily I found South College.
I actually watched the video and read their entire about me, their entire website, and everything that the mission statement and what the directors, the associate director all said within the video or on the website really fit into what I was looking for.
South College was the first school that I applied to and the only school that I applied to.
One thing I liked about South College was, you know, the first year is hybrid, and so it didn't really require a lot of relocation.
I know some students that are CRNAs who have to move on the other side of the country to go to CRNA school and leave their families. Well, I get to stay at home for the first 14 months.
Being in a hybrid program, it allowed me to go back home to Maryland and move to Dayton and just have that flexibility.
I enjoy coming back to Knoxville. I mean, you do get to know everyone, you know, through Zoom and all of that, but there's nothing like an actual like connection with a person.
We got a general orientation of South College and into the program, met our professors, and then we actually had our first anatomy and physiology with pathophysiology lecture. It was very in-depth. We take those classes in undergrad, but we never had a in-depth, like down to the cellular level, understanding of some of these concepts.
We were able to come to the sim lab and we're able to get a lot of work done in these weekly intensives and do a lot of good work. Your entire first year is going to be your didactic portion. So all 12 months will be online classes, skills check-offs where you'll have to come to campus for on-hands training. So you have to learn how to manipulate your airway. You have to come in and do your skills lab check-offs.
I feel like the professors have really streamlined like the content that we really need to know.
We're doing things that are anesthesia or science related, and we're doing things that are more DNP related, a lot of writing, statistics, research, also a lot of, you know, anatomy, and chemistry and physics. I think it definitely prepared us, or at least prepared me, for what we have, you know, coming up as far as clinicals go.
Well, you could literally reach out to any professor and like ask them a question, and they're very receptive. They are essentially kind of like family at this point.
Surviving a program like this is a lot to brag about, I think. But also to be able to say that I did it not only for me, but for my family is a really big factor for me.
You can do this. Although it's hard, you make the right sacrifices and you work hard and you are determined, it can be possible.
Get your experience and apply. Don't be afraid.